President Obama due to arrive on Capitol Hill at any moment now. He'll be meeting with Republicans, trying to convince them to support his $825 billion stimulus package. One of the lawmakers he'll be meeting with joins us now, Tennessee Senator Bob Corker, a member of the Senate Banking Committee. You've been kind of skeptical about this thing from the beginning, Senator. What does the president have to tell you to get you on board?
Well, first of all, John, I thank him for coming up today, and I realize that this is something he is inheriting, and I understand all of that. I can't imagine, though, how thinking people really believe that throwing a potpourri of spending in multiple directions, not in a directed way, can have anything to do with stimulating the economy. And I think that most people understand that the 90% issue that we're dealing with today is the credit market situation and housing. And until those two situations are rectified and private businesses can borrow money and create jobs, the fact of the matter is that anything we do as it relates to spending is like throwing money in a mud puddle. So I hope that he comes up today and says that he has his economic team in place. He realizes that just allowing the House and Senate to spend money in a potpourri way where it's just scattered around our country, especially, for instance, sending money to states that have had to run themselves in a correct way. Here we are printing money in Washington, getting into a situation that's very, very scary from the standpoint of the debt we have. Doing things like he proposes or has proposed thus far will not solve the problem. So I'm hoping that he will sit down with us. We will have an intelligent discussion about the right way to go. But I know that what they're proposing today, I just know it with every cell in my body, is not the right direction.
Well, I guess what the president is trying to suggest is that if, a community needs a new highway or something, a new bridge, you throw the money at them, they build the bridge, they hire lots of contractors, and, you start spreading the wealth around. You don't think that works?
Well, I don't. First of all, his CBO, Congressional Budget Office, has said that most of this money won't even hit the streets until far beyond when people think this recession is going to be over. In many cases, all you're doing is substituting federal money, by the way, in many cases with no match for what already would have happened at local and state levels. So, no, it's not an appropriate way to go. The fact is that the 90% issue that our country is dealing with right now is the effect of the housing market, where it's gone, and the fact that businesses that do want to hire people and do the things they need to do cannot access credit. And until you deal with that in a realistic way, all of this other is a waste of money. There may be some need for capital improvements, and those are things that are long-term and help us be efficient, and I could support some of that. But what we're doing, again, just in a willy-nilly way, spreading money throughout our society, to me is a total waste of money, and I'm getting very concerned about our debt levels.
Tennessee Senator Bob Corker, a Republican and a member of the Banking Committee. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.